Big Bad Wolf. The relentless and vicious wolf is obsessed with his goal to capture and eat the three little pigs. He is audacious and crafty. Despite his devious schemes and sly disguises, he will huff and puff and perhaps still fail to bring home the bacon. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over a Disney deep cut with the silly Symphonies Big Bad Wolf from Super7 Ultimates. Before we begin, leave a like, hit subscribe, and comment below your favorite figure in this review. It really helps out the channel. Now let's get to it. Here is the box for the Disney Silly Symphony, the Big Bad Wolf. Ages 14 plus from Super7. The Ultimates line looking great. There's no outer box for that this time, and that's not going to stop me. We got some trees in the back over here, more trees over there. It's really vibrant and looking kind of like psychedelic over here. On the bottom, we have some legalese, barcodes, logos, and everything. And on the back, we have the Disney logo over here with a bunch more trees and stuff. Now let's take this thing and open it up, revealing the Big Bad Wolf. And he looks huge in the box with accessories galore, heads, everything you would want for this figure. There's a lot more niceties on this too. The treetops over here, the sky there. We have some grass over here, more trees on the side. They look a little bit friendlier than before. And on the back, we have a brief bio on some signs, looking really nice, and some trees in the background looking pretty good. Some grass and rocks over there. Super7 looking over here. Now let's open up the Big Bad Wolf. And here is the box interior with all the accessories inside, as well as a nice countryside with a house over there. Hope it doesn't get blown down. Now let's check out this figure. The Big Bad Wolf's head sculpt is really faithful to the animation. I love how long the snout is, and the eyes are done really nicely too. The little dots over here for the nose where the whiskers would be. The nose itself is great, and the inside of the mouth looks really nice also. And those teeth, man, are they porny. I love how those look. Going towards the back, the cheeks look really nice with this fur coming out, as well as the ears look great also. I like that a lot. And the hat looks nice, but I forget if it was gray or not. It seemed like a different color. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'm probably wrong anyways, but the paint could be better on this, honestly. It doesn't look like it's matching that. And while not a paint issue, a sculpting issue, the jaw looks kind of weird being cut into two pieces, so there's that, but it's more action figure stuff rather than things they couldn't have done, so yeah, I kind of like it. And the head itself swivels all the way around on the ball peg and goes back kind of far, but doesn't really latch onto the ball as much, which I'm kind of grateful for. I'll explain later. But he can look up back this far and forward this far. It's really good, actually, with some nice swivel and some pretty good pivot. Great head sculpt. Honestly, you can keep it on here. It stays fine. The body looks plain but nice. Again, it's an old cartoon from the pre-mid 1900s, so yeah, cut him some slack. I like the fur accents up here a little bit, as well as not really that much fur over here. Wait, actually there is. Yeah, there is. It's really hard to notice, but there's fur kind of all around him. It's well done and very subtle. The suspenders holding up the pants are done really well, and I love the little stretch marks they put on. The detail is immaculate, even for this really old cartoon. They put a lot of effort into this. Well done. And even the gloves are detailed. They're not pure white. They have that slight yellowing that a lot of the gloves had way back when. I'm not sure why, but it's pretty cool. It's not a full white once again. It's just plain old yellowish white. It's great. And for articulation, you can go back a little bit. The suspenders do hitch a little bit and go forward pretty well. The suspenders do collapse under that nicely, and you do get a little bit of side to side with some swivel kind of. It's really hard with the suspenders though, bummer. And the arm goes up this far and down and then all the way around. You do get a swivel at the elbow over here and then up this far 9 degrees or so and then down for that. And for the hand, you get a swivel over here as well as a hinge going up and down pretty nicely, and the same on the other side but mirrored. The pants look pretty nice, like a big red tomato. I've already went over some stuff on the front as well as the back a little bit, but this little butt flap is pretty funny over here. I'm not sure how he fits his tail into there, but it works out pretty nicely, and you can hinge the tail up and down as well as swivel. It is a little loose on my copy, so be careful. And the sculpt for the tail is nice too. I like how jagged and wild and weird it is. It's almost like smoke or something. Very well done, or even fire in a way, just colored like smoke. And the legs look nice as well. I love the little patches on his knees as if he skinned them a lot and had to repatch it. That's pretty cute and fun. It has an animated quality to it. The bottoms of the pants are frayed. Could be a little sharper, I think, but I think it works well for, I mean, it's goopy, kind of, but it also works for sort of thread, so I'll let it slide. It's nice, though. And the feet look really nice here. They are kind of positioned up in a tiptoe motion, but it's fine and I'll let it slide. He is a wild animal after all and does have some wild animal attributes. The fur sculpting is really great, as well as the paint on this. It looks very nice. Again, they did a great job with this, and the claws look great, too. I like them a lot. These paws are huge. Love them. They're excellent. And for the leg articulation, we can go out this far, and then in this far, and then twist up. Pretty much, it is kind of hard to move and then twist back pretty nicely too. And for the knees, we get back this far and then forward this far with the swivel over here. The patch moving is kind of strange. I wish it was up here, but that's fine, I guess. And then for the feet, we get down this far, up this far. We get a pivot also that's really nicely done over here. And then two pegos at the bottom of the feet. Great articulation for this figure. Looks really cool. It wouldn't be a big bad wolf figure without a huff and puff and blow your house down head. This is pretty great. The cheeks are huge on this one, looking really nice. The eyes are painted pretty well. Some sort of scuffing over here. It's not really movable, sadly. The mouth is pursed into an O for blowing and looks really good, honestly. And the rest of the head is pretty much the same. Paint can be better once again on the hat. That's a shame. And for articulation, you get a swivel over here as well as up this far, down this far over here, and kind of coming off. Swivel again with the pivot. And as far as articulation goes for this head sculpt here, we get back this far and forward this far pretty much. You do get a swivel over here as well with a nice pivot. It's good. He also comes with a pair of fists to help facilitate the fact that he's blowing. It looks really good. You get a swivel over here and then a hinge. That's a little bit tough to do, but workable. I like it. And the other side looks nice too. Same swivel, same hinge over here. Pretty much working well, but the paint, I gotta say, is some of the best on these hands. It's a shame it's only on this specific one, though. And he also comes with a pair of gripping hands, and they work nicely. You get a good swivel and then a hinge out of them as well. They're really great, but what do they hold? Find out right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. The Big Bad Wolf also comes with this large carpet bag that looks really nice. I do think it's a pretty cool piece, and these little spots in it are really cute. The kind of grayish white is nice too, and the brown for the edges as well as the handle is nice also. The detail is pretty great on this, despite it being something that really isn't that notable. I love it though. And to answer the question from before, good old BBW fits this nicely in his hand. It works out pretty well, and it also fits pretty nicely, if not a little bit loosely, in the other hand, though I love it when figure companies do this, giving us the same hands for everything. All in all, great track record. Great job, Super7. And honestly, guys, I gotta say, this is Yoshi's bag now. The next accessory requires you take off the hands as well as the head, and then place the basket over the figure carefully, hopefully getting it on here, then sliding the head into the slot pretty much, pushing that on there, and oh my goodness, this is actually pretty funny. And finally, putting the hands back on. The sheep in a basket wolf is complete, and this is one of the funniest things I've seen in quite a while. The wolf disguises as a cute little sheep in order to fool the three little pigs, and they eventually don't buy it, but man, this is really funny. I love how this looks. Getting a closer detail, the head is really stretched for the sheep. It's pretty cute and kind of funny. The eyes are all black, as are the ears and the hooves. It's really cute. And the basket itself is cross-hatched, looking really great, almost like Spider-Man in a way. We do have these little slats of wooden boards coming out the bottom, which is pretty fun. There's also handles on the front and back over here. And all in all, what a great little costume. I love how the wolf is made to be this master of disguise, and it works out so well. And real quick, the fur is just super nicely done on this one. It's just excellent. The sheep, wool, whatever you want to call it, one of the best costumes ever. And while we're playing around with costumes, let's put on a actual costume for the character. hopefully figuring this out. I believe there's actually a way to do this where you can get the character inside the costume with the Velcro. Just take that all off over here, making it a flat piece. Then just slide the wolf's arms in through it over here, looking really nice. Again, you do not want the hands because they will not fit at all on there. And cleverly, Super 7 actually had this end before it got to the tail. So yeah, just cinch it up and you're pretty good on that front. Ruffle the bottom a little bit, which is made of bendy wire on the bottom and can move any way you want. So you can cinch it up closer if you like to hide and conceal, or move it out further for some reason. But yeah, pushing it in is good. And thus you have a really nice looking headless, handless grandma. And putting on the grandma head is hysterical. I love how this looks. I'm not sure if it's better or worse than the sheep one. The glasses look really nice over here, though there is some paint missing on this side, which is kind of a shame. It does look good of the eyes, though, and they are outlined well, but kind of missing the mark on the sculpt, I would think, sadly. The mouth is the funniest part here to me. Not only is the tongue really far out to sort of just make the voice all spitty, the gums are really nicely done here, too. Very wrinkly. I'm not sure if the jowls are covering the fangs or the fangs are retracting, but either way, really nicely done on this sculpt. Great job, awesome job, excellent. And the bonnet flares out so nicely. I almost wish it was another sort of like cloth piece. That would be great, but yeah, this is excellently done. Great job again. And there's also a little bow on top with no real thing around here to cinch it up. That would have been nice if there was a little bow around, but other than that, excellent head sculpt. And the cloth, again, is just a nice cloth, but it reminds me of like a quilt or something. It's super nice, and it doesn't really hinder the articulation at all, really. It's pretty great. Even the tail can move, the legs can move. It's awesome. And for you Shrek fans out there, what? But seriously though, he really rocks the look. This grandma look is just awesome for the wolf, and I support it. I support his choices here. It's great. I'm just saying, whatever you want to wear, whatever you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anyone, do it with pride. The big bad wolf stands at about, I would say, 6.5 inches tall to the top of his head and about 7.25 inches tall to the top of his hat, next to the Jack-specific Super Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog in 4-inch and 2.5-inch scales, the Nendoroid Miles Tails Prower, the Jada Toys Mega Man, the Figma Metroid Dread Samus Aran and the Jazzwares Pikachu, the Jack-specific Movie Shadow the Hedgehog, Homer Simpson, Collector's Edition Knuckles, and the Mattel Minecraft Movie Jack Black Steve, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Animated Series Spider-Man, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes, the SH Figure Arts Yoshi, and the Lego Bionicle Gift with Purchase Toa-Tahu. And here's the big bad wolf next to his other Super 7 Disney contemporaries, Chef Stitch over here, as well as Sorcerer Mickey and Pinocchio. And honestly, they scale really well with each other, but I gotta say, they shouldn't have to. They should be like the Disney Parks characters where they're all roughly the same height. That would have been great. And here's the big bad wolf next to some other Super 7 Disney contemporaries, such as Prince John over here, and this weird stork guy. I'm not even sure what movie he's from. So instead, I reviewed the big bad wolf today. Yeah, I thought I would get ahead. Overall, who's bad? The Big Bad Wolf is one of Disney's oldest and most iconic villains, and Super 7 has done them justice here. The head sculpts and the shapes of them, the hat as well as the body, and the overalls with the suspenders and the patches on the pants and the tatters, it's all great. Even the little tiny bits of fur on the figure just look so immaculately sculpted and painted really well, and the hands being an off yellow is so cool to see. The accessories here are phenomenal as well, ranging from the different disguises that the Big Bad Wolf is used. The wolf in sheep's clothing as well as Grandma Wolf is so awesome. I love it. And also the carpet bag he carries around is so nicely detailed and painted. This figure is the most labor of love I've seen from a toy company. Amazing. So if you're a fan of Disney deep cuts, big bad wolves, or grandmas and sheep, then you'll love this figure. It's really great. I would highly recommend this. Honestly, is probably one of the best Disney Super 7 figures to date. It's that awesome. But make no mistake, if you don't think this figure is cool, then you're probably just an old grandma who was in the right demographic when this released, so you probably think it's cool anyways. Yeah! Take that, me. So which accessory with this big bad wolf is your favorite? The carpet bag, the sheep's clothing, the grandma clothing? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.